My name is Bill Sanders. I'm a member of my church. I'd like to share a story with you. Preacher Steve asked me if I would tell about it because it was kind of a funny thing happened at the tire store in Yukon, excuse me. I went up to get the wife's tires changed, and it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There was a young couple sitting there beside themselves because they'd had a wreck that morning on I-40 and it tore up 2 tires. They put one tire on, the spare tire on, but the tire, they didn't have the money to buy another tire. And the guy at the tire store was trying to call around to find a used tire for them because of the oddball size, and he could not find one anywhere. And so they were sitting there. The little girl was calling everybody she could because they were from out by Sayre and they were going over to Sallisaw for a job interview. They only had enough money for gas to get there, and they didn't know what to do. Well, I was sitting beside of him. She was crying. He had his head in his hands, and I asked him, I said, do you not have any money at all? And they said, no. And I said, have you asked the Lord to help you? And he just kind of looked at me and didn't say nothing. She says, I've been praying, but nothing's happened. At that time, my heart felt like it fall out of my chest. And I asked the manager of the store how much the tire was. He said $99. And I said, he said, I'd like to help him, but I can't do anything about the tire. And I said, the Lord's going to buy the tire if we'll supply the labor. And he said, we'll do that. So the Lord bought him a $99 tire. The little girl was real thankful. The guy said, why would you do that? I said, I didn't do it, the Lord done it. He says, well, I'm an atheist and there is no Lord. And I said, there is now. Anyway, we got the tire on them, they left. She kept thanking me all the time we was in there. I told her, just keep praying. If you're ever by this way, come to my church in Mustang, Oklahoma. And she says, well, I don't know that we'll be by this way, but we will come by. Okay. After I got Diane's tires put on, I was having tires put on my truck too. I went to tell him I'd be back in a little bit. I was going to go take her car to her and get my truck, bring it back up there. He said, okay, the manager did, so I left, come back up there, and he said out loud, here's the Good Samaritan's back for his tires. And I said, well, I don't know about the Good Samaritan, but yes, I'm here for my tires. And he says, he said, I couldn't do nothing about their tire, but we give them the labor. And he said, for your good deed, he says, I'm not going to charge you any labor for putting your 4 tires on either. And he didn't. So I praise the Lord for that. It paid back. I didn't think I could ever do anything like that. That's just not the way I used to be. But since I found Christ, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So find somebody that needs your help and help them the best way you can, the way God tells you to do it. Whatever he tells you to do, follow his word, and he will pay back. You may not get 10 times back, but you will get paid back. So follow Christ and be generous.